welcome back to my channel. Thanks for joining me today. I wanted to do a video that was an overview of everything I tried and loved in June, the things that were the heroes for me. So mostly everything is makeup and skincare, and I do have one fashion item that I want to throw in there too. So I thought we would just jump right in. First thing is what I'm actually wearing on my eyes today. As far as the eyeshadow and the liner, and that is the Too Faced Natural Eyes eyeshadow palette. So I love this palette. It is so pretty, and it just is gonna go such a long way. It's a cute little clasp here, and the packaging is really nice too. It's really solid quality packaging. There's a nice mirror, as you can see there. And then there are 9 colors inside. So what I like is that you've got your base colors, and they give you a more generous pan of shadow for that, because that's obviously what you're going to be using more of. And then you have your crease or your transition colors, and then you have what you can use for liner or just to deepen out that outer corner. So what I have on today, I have this all over the lid. I have this in the crease. This is on the outer corner, and then I lined with this. The colored names are not exactly what I would call PG. You have Heaven, which is right here. It's a very matte ivory. Then you have a nice neutral medium brown matte in the shade Cashmere Bunny. And then Sex Espresso is this deep brown. It's more of a matte, but it also has some flecks of gold glimmer, like a gold glitter in them. And then Erotica. Okay, that's more of like your matte. I find this to be a little bit more of a plummy brown. Then this one is Push Up, and this is going to be like a rose gold shimmer. It's probably my favorite shade in the whole thing. Really like that one. And then this one is Silk Teddy, which is going to be a light shimmery pink. See there. Then the final row is Erotica. That is a very deep shimmery brown. And then there's Honey Pot. These color names, which is like a nice neutral gold shimmer. And then finally, the last shade is Strip Poker, and that is going to be more of your kind of nudie matte color. So you can mix and match them. They do have, like, the whole palette comes with like a leaflet that you can do that shows you 3 different ways to do your eyes using these 3 different combos. But I like to mix and match them because I think all the colors go well together. But it's a really nice palette. The shadows are very good as far as pigment, and the blending is really nice on them. It's a good basic everyday palette, and I think that it's good for travel because you get a ton of eye looks out of it, and it's going to go with anything that you might wear. So that is the Too Faced Natural Eyes palette, eyeshadow palette. Something else that I used quite a bit in June, and I had started using it in May, but like I always do, I don't want to really talk to you about skincare until I've had a good month of using it under my belt, so that I can give you a really true testament to how it's working for me. And that is the Mercier Illuminating Eye Cream. It's this I've been using. Really nice eye cream. I use this in the morning and I use it at night. It's very rich and hydrating, but it doesn't leave any kind of like an oily feeling behind it all. I just find that it's a really nice one. It also has like some kind of like this ultraviolet tint to it, so it's going to brighten your eyes as well. It works very well under concealer. I find that it doesn't pill. It doesn't make the concealer slide around at all. it's just not too emollient for that, but it does do a really good job of brightening up and smoothing out that under eye. So that is a winner for me. I really like this eye cream. One thing I've been getting a lot of use out of in June are my Vuori joggers. These are them right here. They are cropped a little bit. I'm 5'7", and they are like a 27-inch inseam, so they go down to just right at my ankle. But the fabric they are made out of is so soft and wonderful. You just do not even want to ever take them off. I have a couple pairs of the Lululemon Align joggers, and those are also extremely comfortable, but these beat them. And these are a little less expensive as well. They carry them on the Vuori clothing website. I'll link that down below. They also have it at Nordstrom, and I've seen them also at REI. So if you're in the market for a really nice pair of joggers, if that's something that you're wearing a lot and you really want to treat yourself, I definitely recommend these. They are so comfortable. These are in the shade charcoal gray, so highly recommend. As I found in June that I really like, they're both by BK Beauty, which is a line by Lisa J. She's a YouTuber as well, and she brought out this set called the Precision set, and I actually did get that set, but there were two brushes in there in particular that I really love. The first one is the 207. It's a 207. This is $16, 16, and it is, I've been using it every day. It is so great for just getting that shadow like in that outer crease. It's very densely packed bristles, but it's very soft at the same time. So I find that it's good for just kind of putting the eyeshadow in the crease. I still have some left on there from my earlier makeup session. And it just works so well to get everything exactly where you want it. And then once you get it there, you can diffuse it out or blend it out using a blender brush. But I love this brush. This is a real hero for me on an everyday basis. The other one is the 108, the Precision Powder Brush. This I actually showed you in my video about the concealer hack. I love it for setting the under eye. It's so great for that. And then I usually don't set my whole face with powder, but I do like to set the T-zone. So this just works really to get exactly where you want to be with whatever product you're putting on. So you can just put this here, and it just fits so well in those areas. So, and then the brushes are so soft, and it just picks up product perfectly. So I cannot recommend these brushes enough. This one I believe is $30. But, you know, good tools. You can have all the makeup in the world, and if you're not putting them on with the right stuff, it's not gonna look good. I find that her brushes are really great. I went away for a couple days just a few weeks ago, and I forgot my lotion. And so I went to the drugstore. You know, you go to pick up something. I ended up buying something that I really like and I've incorporated into my routine, and it's something that a lot of people rave about. I myself had never used it. It's the Cerave facial moisturizing lotion, and it's available in AM or PM varieties. I chose the PM because I didn't want the sunscreen in it. The AM has a sunscreen in it that's a chemical sunscreen, and I tried to stick to physical mineral sunscreens. So since I already have my own separate AM sunscreen, I chose the PM, which also contains niacinamide, which is an ingredient that's going to help with your pores. So I've been using this like every night and every morning, and it has been such a nice add to my routine. I've been using it instead of the Bobbi Brown vitamin base, and then at night instead of the Drunk Elephant Protini, just because those are both pretty high octane moisturizers, and right now this time of year I really don't need that much. For whatever reason, my skin isn't as dry as it normally is, probably because it's hot and humid here. So I've really been liking this as a just very basic moisturizer. I still use everything else around it, but this has been a nice add-in. I had mentioned that that I had been using these Arches and Halos eyebrow pencils. I am here to tell you that this is an absolute perfect dupe for the Anastasia pencil that I had been using. I have been using the Mocha Blonde one of these. I think it was a little too dark. I went back and got a different color. The color I have is called Sunny Blonde. These are available at Target for, I believe, $12.99. And it has a spoolie on one end, and then this tip on the other, which is just really, I find it good for filling in the brows. You can flip it over, you can use it as more of like a fine tip, or you can flip it over and use the wider side to fill in these areas. So definitely a win. Great dupe. I can't really even tell the difference much between any of the other ones I use in this one, except that this one costs a lot less. Another little bargain product that I picked up this month, e.l.f. has these amazing little bite-sized palettes. I have 3 of them, and these are so nice. They're $3 for each palette, and the pigment on them is gorgeous. The colors that they have are just really, really pretty. This one is called Rosewater, and I'll just swatch each color for you. So there's this one, that one, and then the end is the dark one. But look at that pigment. You can really create a super nice eye look with all of these. So that one is a big win for $3. You cannot beat it. Good pigment. That one was Rosewater. Then I have the palette Cream and Sugar, which is a really nice neutrals. So you've got, like, you know, your matte, and then there's 2 shimmers and then a matte on the end as well. I love to use shadow as a liner. It's like kind of like one of the things I do the most, and that's what that's good for. And then finally, this one's called Truffles. This one I found that I do need to supplement it with maybe some different colors, because I find that these colors are just a little bit too dark on their own. But it's a nice palette. It's a nice, I'll swatch it for you. It's a nice, like, little add-in. It's not as good as the other 2, I don't think. I don't like this one as much. But you can see the pigmentation is really good. So, but for $3, can you beat that? I don't think so. And finally, something that I have been using in June that I really, really love is the Neutrogena Hydra Boost Body Gel Cream. This has been awesome for just keeping things moisturized. I think this was $8.99 at Target, so not gonna break the bank. Super budget conscious, but it's just a really, really nice moisturizer. It absorbs super fast. It has hyaluronic acid in it, so that's going to really help moisturize your skin. I use it on my legs a lot. It does kind of have a detergent-y scent to it. I find that it's a little bit off-putting, but it does fade pretty quickly. But for $8.99, you know, this is just such a super nice lotion. I like to use this on my legs and then use maybe a little bit of my higher end stuff up on my arms and my shoulders. That way that's where the scent is, and I'm not using all of that expensive lotion all over my body where nobody can really smell it. Now, something I want to follow up on is one of my favorites from last month was the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Serum. And I'm happy to say that I'm still using it and I'm still loving it. It is a really nice serum. One of the ingredients, the top ingredient in it, the top active, is the niacinamide, which it has at a 5% level, which is supposed to be good for your pores. After a month of using it, I noticed that these pores here, I felt like had really diminished. But I have had this one chronic clogged pore over here for like years. It has been just like this little bump and it just drives me crazy. I noticed the other day it was gone, pretty much gone, about 95% reduced. I was amazed. Only thing I can think of that I did different was adding in that magic serum and using that niacinamide to help with pores. So I'm here to tell you that it is a really effective product. It works very, very well. So as you can see, I can just feel it, like if I put my hand over it, but I can't see it anymore. So those are my favorites for June. I hope that you found this helpful. I hope you found this information to be useful, and maybe you found something in there that you'd like to try and something that will eventually become part of your routine. I love to try new things and I love to share them with you. So I am posting content hopefully twice a week. If you'd like to subscribe and ring the bell, then you'll be notified when I do post something. So until next time, be well, and I will look forward to seeing you again very soon. Take care, everyone.